one of the greatest global festival of football there
Ladies
is.
and gentlemen, I'm your host, Luciano, from Luciano Sports TV, which is my channel. I bring to you right now game number 11 out of 64 of the 2018 FIFA World Cup. This is the opening match from Group F, which some of you might say is a group of death. With here is the national anthem of your defending champions, Germany. As I was saying, some of you might say this is a group of death with Germany, Mexico, and Sweden. But don't count out South Korea, because in my last simulation they went through second place in the group, right behind Germany. This game does not show all the national anthems for all the teams, only some of them. That's something that should be fixed in the future game.
And with everyone doing their job properly, it can be difficult to contain.
There has been 10 games played so far in this World Cup. 2 from the first 5 groups. In game 1, we saw host Russia beat up Saudi Arabia 4-0. In the second game from Group A, we saw Uruguay over Egypt 1-0. In the opening game from Group B, which was game 3, we saw Spain trash Portugal 4-0.
Good, sir.
In the second game from Group B, we saw our first game where the score line had at least one goal on each side. Morocco won that 3-1. In the fifth game, we saw our only 0-0 match of the cup, which turned out to be a stunner, because I expected, and later on this summer, a lot of people expect a France win on the opening day. They're playing Australia, but in my game, Australia played them to a 0-0 draw. Could that be a bad sign for things to come for France? In real life, or even in this game? In the second game from Group C, we saw Denmark beat up Peru 1-0. Hard-fought match. It was 1-0 at the half, and it stayed that way through the second half. In the opening match from Group D, which is the real group of death in my opinion, Argentina beat up Iceland 2-0. The score was 2-0 before even hit the 30-minute mark, and it stayed that way all throughout the match. In the second match from Group D, we saw Croatia versus Nigeria. That game ended 1-0 as well. In the opening match from Group E, we saw the Seleção Brazil get 3 goals versus Switzerland, and none of the 3 goals was from Neymar. 1 goal from Firmino, 1 goal from Felipe Coutinho, and 1 goal from Daniel Alves. And Brazil won the game pretty easily, shutting them down defensively 3-0. In the second match from Group E, it started out like it was going to be another laugher. Serbia went up 3-0 on Costa Rica, but then right before the half, Costa Rica made a game out of it, cut the lead to 3-2, but then seconds later, Serbia goes up 4-2, which turned out to be a very crucial goal, because right in the beginning of the second half, Costa Rica scored their 3rd goal, making the game really exciting for the rest of the game, having a lot of chances after that to tie the game at 4, but a tying goal that never came, and the score ended up being a whopping 4-3. That is right, folks, 4-3. The highest scoring game so far in the World Cup, and what it turned out to be, what it looked like it was going to be a boring, one-sided affair, it turned out to be the most exciting game in the Cup so far. So far, of course. There's still the knockout rounds to come later on in the tournament. But that won't come until game 49. We're only in game number 11. the first 48 games are all group stage games, and then the last 16 games are knockouts. You know, 8 games from the round of 16, 4 games from the quarterfinals, 2 games from the semi-final, 1 third-place game, and the final, of course.
Directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away.
Can Germany? Ooh.
That wasn't easy. The keeper really dug
As
out
for
his
this
defense
game,
there.
that it's been
Magnificent
going
effort.
on for a little while right now, it's still tied at 0. Mexico seems to be holding its own versus Germany so far, but how long can that last? Right now we are at the 30-minute mark.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's Götze. Oh, full-blooded challenge, and it had to be. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source. I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering. So what now?
Mexico is trying to kill clock.
Oh, really good feet from
Because
him.
if Germany does not have the ball, they can't score.
Oh, Red, he sorted that out. Well, they could break here. It's Muller. Played out to the right.
Here comes Germany on the counter-attack. Can they do something? Yes!
Got through his own net.
Oh, but they... Would it look like a German player scored?
Terribly unfortunate for
They
him,
say
but
it's an
maybe we
own
can
goal.
attribute
Let's
that
look at the
to a
replay.
loss of focus.
Was it an own goal?
Created more work for the boss. He's got to adjust this halftime
Yes,
team
it
talk
was.
and lift the spirits of his star man now, Peter.
When the goalie blocked it, when his body came back down to the ground, look, the German player heads it. The ball, no, the goalie didn't even block it. The ball hits the post. When the goalie tries to block it, when he lands, his body pushes the ball back in. How unfortunate.
But they all count. Look,
Yes,
it's hard
it's
to
true.
come by
They
these
all
games.
count.
It's just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
So it's 1-0
Steered out
Germany.
wide.
This is the second own goal of the tournament so far.
Boots it to safety.
Now, the last time this happened was Morocco-Iran. Iran scored first on an own goal, when they say Morocco tapped in somehow, and Iran went on to lose. But that's Iran. This is Germany. Germany is another beast. I mean, they are defending champions. They are one of the most consistent teams in World Cup history. Like, they always get... They get to the Final Four a lot.
So who's he picking out?
And they also
This
have,
could
I think,
fall anywhere.
they have
He's
the
got
most
options in
World
the
Cup
box if he
final
gets his head up.
appearances.
Ozil decides to play
Brazil
back.
has the most
He's
titles
made sure that
at
that won't
5,
get through.
but Germany has the most appearances in the
Here's
finals.
The half-time whistle. There we are.
I
Off
think
they
Germany
go for
has 8
half-time.
appearances.
The
Brazil
breakthrough
has
did
7.
indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight. That's just been exhilarating, Peter.
So the
and
first
leaving
half is
everyone
1-0
wishing
Germany
for a
due
little
to
bit
an own
more,
goal.
but you'll have one manager now trying to exercise
Let's
more
go to
control,
half
so
number 2.
We can only hope that they go at it again in similar fashion. Germany leading 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
This is game 11 of the World Cup out of 64. I will bring all the games to you live right here on Luciano Sports TV, your source for the 2018 FIFA World Cup games.
It is a poor kick by the keeper, being intercepted.
Can Mexico respond?
Good save, really well read.
No.
Now the counter. Out wide to the right. Mustafi. Jerome Boateng. Kroos. Out to the flank. Mesut Ozil.
Oh.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
Harsh play, but no foul called.
Looks to clip it forward.
Mexico's threatening once again.
Crowd calling for him to shoot.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Is it me, or does it seem like Mexico is the more aggressive team in this game?
So still just a goal between them. Germany scoring close to half-time to make it 1-0. Tries a through ball. Gets it out wide now.
Mexico are definitely going about this the right way.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
Muller plays it wide. Mesut Ozil, surely. Great tackle, he had to get that right. Could move up a gear here. Out to the left it goes. Now here's the through ball.
Very tight match. This is similar to the Uruguay-Egypt game, similar to the Croatia-Nigeria game, similar to the Denmark-Peru game. All played to a 1-0 win by the team that scored first. The only difference this game is an own goal, which is the similarity to the Morocco-Iran game. The other difference is Germany is no Iran.
Kadira plays it forward, and he has been fouled there. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. It's Ozil. Ball's out on the left now. "75 minutes played. Now the pass. Going through. Crosses it in. It's a brilliant interception.
They have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Draxler.
Germany trying to... Oh, defended well by Mexico.
It's being played forward.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
It is now or never.
I don't know why Mexico is just passing the ball around like that. They're down 1-0. They need to score and tie the game.
Mario Götze.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Here comes Mexico in another counter-attack.
Passes it through. And the shot! And in it goes!
Mexico tied the game.
Level at the last.
Goal by Venezuela.
Reacted well to the initial effort, but
I don't know the guy's first name, but his...
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price.
This is somewhat of a small shock. In the last World Cup simulation I did, France and Germany also played to a draw in the first game. And Mexico did not advance from the group, though. Germany did in first place, winning the other two games easily. But this is somewhat of a small revenge from last year when Germany beat up on Mexico 4-1 in the Confederations Cup semi-final.
Into the dying minutes.
Folks, We have somewhat of a surprise
They've got a point. 3, of course, were
in the
preferable.
opening match from
Up
Group
and
F.
running for a new
The
campaign.
defending champions
You
Germany
sum up what
only
we've
managed a
witnessed, Jim.
tie
I think all's
versus
well that ends
Mexico.
well on this one. They
1
pushed for
to
more
1.
and showed good determination to avoid less. So it has to be a point won as opposed to 2 lost.
So that is it for this broadcast. Stay tuned for game number 12 between Sweden and South Korea. Have a good Sunday and God bless to you all. See you all next time on game number 12, South Korea versus Sweden. I will end this broadcast now and see you all later. Bye bye. Your host, Luciano.